Have you ever noticed how some materials are better at conducting electricity than others? That's because of electrical resistance. Resistance is how much a material resists the flow of electricity. Think of it like a garden hose. A wider hose lets more water flow through easily, while a narrow hose resists the flow. Similarly, materials with low resistance like copper allow electricity to flow easily. We measure resistance in ohms or ohms. The higher the ohms, the more resistance the material has. Ohm's law helps us understand this relationship. This important law states that voltage, or electrical pressure, equals current, the flow of electricity, multiplied by resistance. Materials can be classified as conductors or insulators based on their resistance. Conductors, like copper and aluminium, have low resistance, allowing electricity to flow easily through them. That's why we use copper wires in our electrical appliances. On the other hand, insulators, like rubber and glass, have high resistance. They resist the flow of electricity, preventing it from passing through. Resistance plays a crucial role in our everyday lives. Consider the toaster, a beloved appliance for breakfast. The heating element inside a toaster has high resistance. When electricity flows through it, the resistance causes the element to heat up, toasting our bread to perfection. Similarly, incandescent light bulbs use resistance to generate light. The thin filament inside the bulb has high resistance. When electricity passes through, the filament heats up and glows brightly. These are just two examples of how we utilize resistance in electrical appliances. We can measure resistance using a device called a multimeter. A multimeter is a handy tool for any electronics enthusiast. To measure resistance, we set the multimeter to the resistance setting, usually denoted by ohms. Then we touch the two probes of the multimeter to the ends of the component we want to measure. The multimeter will then display the resistance value in ohms. This measurement helps us identify faulty components or wiring. For instance, if we measure very high resistance in a wire, it indicates a break in the circuit. Understanding resistance is essential for troubleshooting electrical problems and ensuring our safety when working with electricity.